Hey, Dr. Wang, how are you?
How are you, Dr. Haque? Welcome to New York.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
So, Dr. Steve Wang, I was so eager to meet with him, and I'm glad finally we are able to meet. Dr. Wang, he has been contributing these medical regenerative treatments, which is basically focusing on human body for underlying issue of the major chronic diseases. So he has a lot of services. I'm so much amazed for his contribution for the New Yorker. So today we'll discuss what are the key treatments he has been providing in this Brooklyn Medical Spa Center. So Dr. Wang, what are the services do you have so far in here?
That's a great question, Dr. Haque. We have so many services that we provide here. Just briefly, first we have in our medical clinic, we have cosmetic medicine, but in addition to that, we have services like IV therapy for boosting your immune system, treating some inflammatory diseases, chelation therapy for circulation, coronary artery disease, hair loss, things of that nature. Plus, we also do, that is very unique in the Brooklyn, New York area, is ozone therapy. So we're one of the few centers in the New York, if not in Brooklyn, that performs this ozone therapy.
So you heard Dr. Wang say that they have a liver chelation and liver boost up, liver unclog, liver therapy. He also has immune boosting therapy, which also working with the lowering inflammation in the body. So Dr. Wang, we know that most of the disease coming from the inflammation.
Correct.
If you look at the heart disease coming from the heart inflammation, if you look at the type 1 diabetes, it's a pancreatic inflammation. If you think about the autism or schizophrenia or major brain issues coming from brain inflammation. If you think about someone having IBD, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, we know that it's all about inflammatory condition in the gut and colon and the intestine areas. So we just need to support our body with the inflammation, and body works fine, right?
Correct.
How does that work in your center? What you see the patients, how that helps recovering for the chronic diseases and with the treatments?
Right. So now that inflammation is the big issue, that we right now, if you go to a regular doctor, like your regular primary care doctor, they would give you medicines to try to calm down the inflammation. But that's the medicine that they use is very severe, and it has a lot of side effects. We collaborate with you, and at our clinic here, we do this in a natural homeopathic way. So we use like these IVs that have multiple vitamins and supplements and minerals and pro-hormones, etc., etc. But none of the major medicines at your primary care doctors. Usually they put steroids, and the steroids, they suppress or they calm down the immune system, but at a cost of other side effects like acne or weight gain, causing other medical conditions like diabetes. You use too much steroids, you get other conditions. So we do this naturally with the IV therapy.
Dr. Wang, you're a medical doctor. So is it that you are against of medicine? You don't like medicine, that's why you're doing this immune system support, liver therapy, and inflammatory condition support? Or don't you like the medicine?
No, I like medicine. This is a separate component. This is what they call complementary. It's in addition to. I mean, I will go both ways with allopathic medicine and the homeopathic, naturopathic medicine, but I prefer doing things the more natural way. Let your own body heal itself, and it will take care of itself.
So that means someone taking suppose metformin for the diabetes, someone having aspirin, they can continue that while we taking care of our underlying issue of the body.
Exactly.
Supporting the body that doesn't affect the medicine they're taking from their primary care or specialist, right?
Not directly, because once we get the control under the root cause of the problem, then they may even wean off of some of the other medications.
Okay. So when the patient should know that they can, or how long it takes to wean off the conventional medicine, should they stop by themselves or they should go to doctor to check and then stop medicine?
Right. It's very advisable that you should do this not by yourself. You should do this under the direction of your primary care doctor.
Definitely. So who are taking medicine, they can continue medicine. They're taking support from this natural to support underlying issue of the body, boost up immune systems, improve your liver function, and then lower the inflammation, load their vitamins and minerals back to the body, and then they can talk to the doctor. Hey, look at marker. Look at what I'm at.
Exactly. That's the program. That's the how we want to try to wean you off on the medicines while naturally boost your own defense systems and make you healthier that way.
So what I understand that the service you're doing as an MD, as a medical doctor, that actually helping patient or helping even doctors, specialized doctor, who's trying to improve their conditions. By your support, they can improve their condition easily. They can lower the medications they're taking. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So Dr. Wang, let's talk about the therapy that we have. Primarily immune system. A lot of people struggling immune system because of COVID hit, people post-COVID complications, and we see that people are getting a lot of the lumps and bumps and tumors and lipomas. So much about the immune system is underworking. A lot of people, we saw that they are thyroid underworking. Or I see that we have a lot of gland are swollen. They have all of a sudden doctor said, okay, your thymus gland is not working. So immune system is suppressed and or not even working. A lot of people are developing a lot of infections because immune system cannot handle so many infection load, so many virus and bacteria and pathogenic load. In that case, which therapy you have and what you have in the component that helps immune system to boost up so that they can get rid of the infection? What you have for the immune system so they can improve their body. The body can start cleansing the lumps and bumps and lipomas. I got a lot of success in my clinic. I saw yesterday the patient is crying. She got so many tumors in the body. She's showing them, look at that. All are gone. How come? She cried 3 times. First time she cried when she found me on the Zoom meeting. Second time she smiled. Dr. Haque, it's 1 month, everything is gone. And third time she again crying again. I said, why are you crying? Talk. She said, Dr. Haque, I can't believe it. I got my life back. I never thought that I will survive until today because I'm almost dead. So what did I do? I support the immune system. I support their liver to function better.
To detox.
I cleanse their body.
Exactly.
And what did I do? I would lower the inflammation. I support their organ-based gland medicines. It's a natural medicine and IV therapy that you do, ozone therapy that you do. So what do you do for the patient who has compromised immune system?
I mean, you couldn't have explained it better than that, Dr. Haque. Basically, is because everything is suppressed and overtaxed your immune system. So remember, all these infections or all these problems come about because your immune system is down. Its defenses are low, so therefore everything attacks your body. It's going to now manifest itself. So to give the substrates or give back the so-called the elements that will help boost your immune system. That's why we have the IV, because that's the fastest. I mean,
what about supplements? You can take
supplements is just as good, but remember it goes through the digestion process. Now, if you have a digestive issue, it's going to reduce the absorption of it. Right. So you could still take those supplements by mouth, knowing that it's not going to be like 100% efficient. It's more efficient we put the IV therapy.
Exactly. Go 100% to the system, right?
Yes.
They don't need to pass to digestion, intestine, absorption, and then liver or everything goes straight to the bloodstream.
Exactly.
That's the life of the body, right?
Exactly. And so that's why while we're cleansing and detoxifying the liver and the gut, you'll be getting 100% efficiency of the absorption of these materials.
A lot of people struggle with the liver, like they're taking so many medicine. So kidney, EGFR getting lower day by day, and the liver, fatty liver, and liver get a lot of time liver tumor. A lot of them they can control their weight, and it's been too much medicine for years after years. How that affect in the liver, and what you do for them.
Right. So with also IV support with detoxifying the liver, because the liver is the organ that everything gets degraded. We also, either through us or through your clinic, Dr. Haque, that you also talk about diet and exercise, because diet, we have the fatty liver. The fat is like covering up the liver, and the only way to get rid of that is through diet and exercise. So that's one component, as well as the IV therapy.
A lot of people, we're going to talk each therapy. Ozone therapy we'll talk the last. Let's talk about metabolic support. Everyone have a digestion problem. Everyone wants to improve their metabolism, right?
Yes.
Who doesn't need that help?
Exactly.
Everyone.
Exactly.
So what do you do for them, and how important it is to do the IV therapy?
Right. Just as a precursor for all these treatments, you should get a blood test just to check if you're anemic, if your thyroid function is okay, if your liver function okay, and then we could tailor your needs and help support your condition. So before we even all start on this IV therapy, we would consider doing blood tests to see where you're deficient or excessive, and we try to bring you back to balance. That's the whole key. So if your thyroid is under balance, we would supplement that either through pills or IV, and whatever is deficient, like I said, we'll supplement through the whole IV system.
Awesome. Dr. Wang, for the blood test and blood draw, do you order patients, they go to the lab, or you can do in here, or you just order the labs? How do you do?
It could be both ways. We would have order the labs here based on your direction of what test you want to order, and or they could go to their primary care doctor to order that. We would just advise that you would bring in a copy, and we could go over what the so-called interpret your blood test results for you.
So Dr. Steve Wang, you know that ozone therapy, this is one of the oldest therapy.
Yes.
There is no other therapy in the world history, in the human history, have so many publications published, so many books written, only one single therapy. So many clinics, more than 7,000 clinics around the world using ozone therapy as a major treatment for the helping patient to improve their body energy, to lower the inflammation, to support the liver, overall improve the body electronic circuit, for their brain inflammation, for their overall well-being, and then underlying root causes. When someone have low absorption, someone have a low immune system, even someone have more than
it's a miraculous treatment.
100,000 benefits.
Yes.
And when I read the article, I got amazed that government and the world, the health organization should make it mandatory. Every clinic has to use ozone therapy as a primary treatment. So last few decades, we forgot about that. Now it's coming back. In US, more than 600 medical clinics have been administering this ozone therapy. So tell about ozone therapy, how you're doing, and what level, and how patients getting benefited from that.
Ozone therapy is a well-documented treatment. It's just for all purposes, it is legal in the state of New York. And how ozone therapy is, it's basically oxygen, the oxygen that we breathe. And so we need oxygen to live. Ozone is where there's an extra so-called what is electron, and it makes the oxygen molecule a little bit stable, exactly, very active. And what this does, that's why ozone therapy has been shown to kill a lot of infections. Exactly. So that's why it's very useful for that. Also as a detoxifier, especially in the circulation and brain. And it will travel because oxygen, we need oxygen to live. And the oxygen travels throughout the whole body. This ozone, when it is traveling throughout the whole body, it's killing and detoxifying at the same time.
So, is there any patient you are skeptical not to administer ozone?
No, not at all. Ozone therapy is for everyone.
Even a lot of people caution, oh, you have a cancer, you can take ozone therapy. Hey, you need it.
Yes, that's the reason why the person possibly have gotten cancer, because
cleanse the system.
Exactly, to cleanse the system.
Yeah. Even a lot of time, patient are young age, they say, oh, you're too young for ozone therapy. It's like a healing. It's not something you it's a completely non-invasive, And I saw him, MD, even administer 2 5-year-old patients.
Oh yes, we've done it on children. You could do it if you have a disease, but also you want to prevent disease, so you could get it as a prophylactic, therapeutic, healing measure. You don't have to have a disease before you get it. Right.
I do take every week.
Yeah, you want to prevent it.
I can travel all the world the way I travel and go every cities without treatment. I cannot get energy the way amount of energy I need. You know what I mean? So that's really miraculous for everyone, and hopefully it will be more available for everyone.
Yeah, it's good for everybody.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. So you heard from Dr. Wang. Hopefully you guys understand how important, as a medical point of view, Dr. Steve Wang, he explained for someone who is struggling with the immune system, underworking liver, energy deficiency, body intoxicated, EGFR getting down and down day by day. Someone have a lot of inflammation in the body, metabolic issue. Someone have a lot of inflammation. Someone could sleep, insomnia, hair loss. It's like everything for the body. Anything problem, you have underlying issue. Ozone can fix the body to eliminate the underlying issue. It's for the whole body treatment. It's not for the cancer treatment. It's not for the diabetes treatment or heart blocks treatment. It's supporting the body, so you can slowly body can have a natural bypass. You slowly so you can get rid of the infection and inflammation, so you can ruin off the cancer. You can get rid of cancer cell from the body. So overall support Dr. Wang is doing in Brooklyn area, and I have a few thousand patients in New York. I'm telling everyone, come Dr. Wang Center. It's amazing, and then he's gonna take care of you.
We'll take care of you. Our staff will take care of in a collaborative manner, and basically to get you healthy again.
That's exactly it is. You'll get back in health and stay healthy, and we'll see you again. Okay? Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'm feeling awesome. Yes, I'm feeling so good. Now it's gone, completely gone. No more pain. All my body changed. I feel more energy. I sleep and I wake up really active. Before I used to sleep maybe like 10 hours, and then I woke up and I was like tired. Then I used to have too much headache all the time. When I had my periods, I used to have pain in my low back. Now it's gone, completely gone, no more pain. What else? I lose some weight too, so that's nice too. Now I'm perfect. 3 months later, I can't believe that. But also, after only just 1 month of being in this change, I was still feeling better. So thank you, doctor. Thank you very much.
I supported her with a proper natural support and IV therapy. Especially we have the ozone therapy that's very powerful, and all other therapies that works.
Now, thank God, I'm cancer-free. Hi, my name is Rosie Israel. I was diagnosed with stage 4 of non-small cell lung cancer about 2 years ago. A cancer that has only 5% survival. Now, thank God, I'm cancer-free. I truly appreciate Dr. Haque that I met over a year ago. I have been consulting with him periodically, and he gave me some really valuable advice on nutrition and lifestyle. Definitely contributed to my being cancer-free today.
I have an ameloblastoma in my jaw, and I had been experiencing just pain constantly all day, all night, to the point where I literally couldn't sleep at night. In 4 days,
4 days.
I had no pain.
Ooh,
No
4 days,
pain.
no pain.
No pain after going through pain all day, going to work.
No pain,
just
no pain medication?
No pain medication. Nothing.
Wow,
Just
wonderful.
no pain.
Thank you
And
so much
no,
for sharing
thank
that.
you.
Of course, you followed my diet guideline, you took my medicine,
Yes.
and you taking the ozone therapy. So she has been taking ozone therapy, following the supplement guidelines, schedule, and diet modification. So ozone therapy, what does, it goes to the body immune system, and when body makes enough immune cell, it go and kill unwanted things in the body, and the pain comes from lot of inflammation, and ozone therapy can easily lower the inflammation.
That was just one treatment.
Only one treatment, you started feeling like
One pass.
you're able to sleep, you're able to feel who you yourself.
The health issues specifically were GI issues, bloating and discomfort, hiatal hernia. I wasn't sleeping. I was getting up in the middle of the night, restless, urinating a lot. I was depressed. I didn't have any energy. So I had a bunch of issues and some pain, general pain overall.
And how are you feeling right now?
Fabulous. I sleep better. I lost 10 pounds. I don't have any bloating or discomfort. I'm happy. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad.
So taking all the supplements and you're taking our nutritional IV therapies?
And those make a big difference.
Yes, that's
Big difference. I feel my first treatment, I had actually stayed awake the night before from pain that I was having. And that night I didn't have any pain.
Wow.
And I slept. And
Wow.
I felt relaxed. Like after a good massage, you just, it's like, I didn't realize how much stress I was holding in my body until I had that first treatment. And then it was like, I just gotta, when you take a big deep breath and then you let it out and it just feels so good. That was just one treatment.
Only one treatment, you started feeling like
One pass.
you're able to sleep, you're able to feel who yourself.
And my blood pressure is now completely normal. Well, originally when I first saw you, I had a protein spillage amount about 3,800, 3,400. It's extremely high. And the kidney doctor at the time I was seeing, the nephrologist seeing at the time, he had speculated that I might possibly need a transplant within 4 to 5 years. And then of course my blood pressure was extremely high. It's 158/93. It's extremely high. And so of course we saw you and we explained the situation to you, and you told me, don't worry, it's not going to happen. We can fix that. You don't need a transplant. It's going to be fine. So I've been seeing you for about 6 months now, and my blood pressure is now completely normal. So the last 2 labs we had, my protein spillage in my kidneys is now under 1,000. I think it's 857, I think now.
How was your protein level before?
30, the last lab we did was 3,800, and before that lab, I think the highest I saw was at 2,900.
When you came first time, about a month and a half ago, you had a continuous bleeding from the period, and it's never stopping, and you were so concerned about your life, nothing can stop it, and you had other hormone imbalance issues. How are you doing right now?
Well, I'm doing much better now. The bleeding has stopped, and I went back to a regular cycle last week. It began on Monday, ended on Friday, and taking your advice, I feel a bit better. I feel less forgetful. So I incorporated the vegan diet like you recommended. I started eating more tofu, incorporating some greens into my diet as well. I also started taking walks, and I've been taking the supplements. I've been feeling better and going to sleep at a more consistent time.
I have completely good in the body. So I had numerous health issues like blood pressure. I had insomnia, like I couldn't sleep. And I had the pain on the liver side.
Yeah, liver side is actually gallbladder pain.
Oh, look, you know that doctor term is the gallbladder, and then constipation. So that's the numerous health issues. I have completely good in the body.
We do like that food supplement. We have nutritional IV therapies. We do ozone therapy, and then we try to help people. And thank you for following that. That's actually your credit.